Hi, welcome to the Menopause Minute. Today we're talking about sleep and answering the question to track or not to track. We've had the advent of these incredible wearable devices over the past couple of years, from the Whoop Band to Apple Watches to rings like the Aura Ring. And really the question has become, are these more beneficial or detrimental to our sleep? I think they're beneficial, and I'd love to tell you why. So some folks are worried that possibly you'll get more anxiety as you try to hack further into your sleep cycles. I found the exact opposite was true. So you may be like me in your 50s, waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning every night. I was meditating to get back to sleep. And I was really frustrated with being awake in the middle of the night because I knew that I wasn't getting the sleep I needed, that deep, good sleep that's important for cleaning the brain, fat burning, all the things that were important to me in midlife. And so I would be up at 2, trying to meditate, trying to get back to sleep, and ended up getting really angry with myself that I couldn't get back to sleep. And then that anger kept me up. So that was pretty counterproductive. What happened when I started wearing my Aura Ring is I noticed that I actually had a healthier pattern of sleep than I would have guessed. So when we talk about sleep and good sleep, it's not just a length. It's not just I'm sleeping for 6, 7, or 8 hours. It's a length and also getting the proper depth of sleep. So what I realized when I started tracking my sleep cycles with the Aura Ring is that before I would wake up at 2 in the morning, I had actually gotten adequate deep sleep, which was really important to me as a neurologist because that's when our brain clears out toxins from the day. We do some consolidating of memory. It's a really important sleep cycle to get at least an hour of every night. And we get most of it in the first half of the night. It's also important to get REM sleep. That's where we dream. We also do some consolidating of memory during that time. And most of that comes in the second half of the night. And what I found is even with being up for anywhere from half an hour to an hour, and sometimes a little more than that, I was still most nights getting adequate deep sleep, adequate REM sleep, and adequate overall sleep. So that really eased my anxiety and let me not be so angry when I woke up in the middle of the night and not as frustrated. And once that dampened down, those periods that I was awake in the middle of the night actually shortened up as well. Meditating at that time of night became much more effective at letting me fall asleep. And I also started to see a silver lining in those times in that the world was quiet. And sometimes I actually would really purposefully solve problems that had arisen in the day. And so I came to appreciate that quiet time that I had just by myself and when the world was quiet. So I personally like the Aura Ring. I've done a comparison of a couple other trackers. I'm going to put the link below so you can look that up. I will say if you get the rose gold one, it's true when they say it's probably going to tarnish and lose its color. If you can see the back, mine's pretty worn. It's really silver on the back. The top looks fine. But I found it to be so helpful in the midlife in understanding how I'm sleeping and especially reassuring me that I am sleeping well. If you start tracking and you find there are some areas that you need to work on, you're not sleeping deeply enough, you're not getting enough REM, etc., then you can target those types of sleep with specific strategies. So it's really helpful for that. And if you don't know exactly how long you're getting of those stages, there's really no way to start to try to make a plan to increase those levels of sleep. I hope that's helpful, and check out the links below for more information if you want to dig a little deeper.